As we've been telling you, the Tyson plant in Perry will be closing down for good this summer. It is the biggest employer in town. More than 1,000 people are going to be losing their jobs. Governor Reynolds says the state will be working to help those affected, but a local organization is also doing its part. Knock and Drop Iowa is already starting to gather donations. Founder Zuli Garcia joins us now. Thanks for coming back to the 4 o'clock show. We appreciate it.
Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, so let's just back up a little bit and educate people who might not know about your group, why you started it, and what you do.
So Knock and Drop Iowa started March 24th of 2020. We're just shy of days of 4 years. And we started because of the pandemic. We had families, Latino families that were in need, that had money for bills and rent, but didn't have money to feed their families. Yeah. And our Knock and Drop is more a culturally specific Latino food pantry. Everything is in Spanish. You get tortillas, you get chorizo, you get chile serranos, you know, things that people are used to eating at home. But we've evolved from that. So it's not just your local regular food pantry. We've also gotten into the social determinants of health. And anytime there's a family that's in need, we get phone calls. So when this was announced yesterday, I'm not kidding you. In less than 45 minutes, we had three calls.
Wow.
Not only of people that come to us, but people that are reaching out, because we were already scheduled to go tomorrow to do a cervical cancer chat in Spanish in Perry.
Wow.
At the Dallas County Hospital. So they're sharing their building with us so we can provide that in Spanish. But now we have people that are like, what is going to happen? What should I do? Should I leave now? And we're just saying, hold on. You know, this was just announced. We're going to try to do everything in our power to help you as much as we can. Thankfully, we just got a grant that we actually included Perry as a rural area to be able to provide food, a hot meal. So, but we all know that that's not enough. Yeah. I mean, we can't do it by ourselves. We're going to need everyone's help. I think everyone coming in together, we're trying to reach out. Riva, I work closely with Riva, and they're going to reach out to the Iowa workforce. Actually talking to Jesse, and we're going to come see how we can come in together as one to help them, because they're very scared right now. Their question is, you know, I just bought a house a couple years ago, and now I don't know if I did the right thing. I don't know if I should leave before. I don't know if, you know, with my health and I go to another job, am I going to be able to get health care? You know, there's so many
questions.
Uncertain questions that they don't have answers to. And obviously, we're not the ones that are the specialists. So we want to partner with the right people, but we want to be able to have the money to be able to help them. You know, if they need a bill to get paid, if they need to put food on the table, if they need to pay their mortgage till something comes in. We know how everything goes when the pandemic hit. That was one of the things that a lot of people did. And I will tell you, people didn't know that they had to report on a weekly basis their unemployment, that they weren't getting, you know, they weren't working. So they weren't getting their benefits.
That most people, I mean, you know, I wouldn't have known that were it not for the pandemic and stories that we did. And then you factor in a language barrier and it just becomes this almost insurmountable thing for people. So talk a little bit about, we were chatting in the hallway a little bit about how you're sort of trying to like marshal all of these groups and entities together. Like so many groups have good intentions.
Yes.
We need to come together. What can we do, the people sort of on the sidelines?
You know, on the sidelines, I think really push so we can raise the money that we need to help them, but also connect us. Like if you know people, or if anybody's watching out there that wants to come and donate their time to do interpreting when that happens, you know, when the Iowa workforce is going to go in, you know, I mean, I'm sure everybody's working on ideas, but instead of all of us working against each other or separated, let's come in, join forces and help them, because they said it's going to be 1,200 employees.
Yes.
That's just employees. Think about their families. Think about the people that have their children, their husband, their spouse, whatever the case may be. So that multiply that number by at least 4, and that's very minimal number. But imagine if you're multiplying it by a larger number, how many families are really being affected by this? So togetherness is going to be the key.
Yeah, and we know too, of course, immediately all of us were thinking about, oh my gosh, you know, this poor community, like really right on the heels of this horrific double fatal shooting that happened at the high school there right after students came back from winter break. Has your group been involved over there in the wake of that as well, just sort of helping?
We've been more in the back end of things. We've been providing food to anybody that's in need. We provided drinks when they were having their gatherings. You know, we were doing so many other things behind the scenes because we thought more for me. I was going through a loss of my sister last year at the end of the year. Sometimes healing, yes, it's togetherness, but sometimes you also need to breathe on your own. And someone telling you, I'm sorry, doesn't really capture you with your pain that you're going through. But you're right. I mean, this just happened in January and we're in March.
Yeah.
This is a double hit, way too close.
Yeah. Okay, we appreciate your work so much. We're going to have the information for viewers to get in touch with your organization and others to help out the community there. It really is going to be a big blow, so we need to come together. Thank you, Zuli, so much.
Thank you.